I'm appalled at what you said on that pod thing. It's disgusting.
This is the After the Show podcast. It's where we get honest and real with yo ass. So sit back, relax, have a blast, because it's time for the After the Show podcast.
Alrighty, here we go. Welcome to the KVJ After the Show podcast. Happy Thursday.
Wow. Thursday already, Kev.
Yep.
Yeah,
I know.
It's nice when you don't work on Monday.
Oh, that's right. We were off on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, why does this week seem so long?
Yeah. Good luck next week. We're here all 5.
Sometimes I feel like a day off makes the weeks go longer. I know that sounds insane.
It does, but we expect it from you.
I think the mind is tricked by a regular schedule. And if you have a 5-day work day, it feels normal. When you take a day away, it kind of throws you off. It's like a weird anomaly in the machine.
You're right. It is weird, but I like it. It's weird in a good way.
Yeah.
Mondays off for life. Can you imagine how much fun your life could be? It would be 20% better.
Think so?
I'd be broke and drunk more, but yeah, I think it'd be 20% better.
For most people, that would make their life at least 40% worse.
Oh, not me. Let's turn up. Sunday fun day.
That's it.
I'd drink more and I'd spend more money.
You imagine all the things she'd be able to throw in the intercoastal she drank all day every Sunday?
Oh, my gosh. I mean, the ocean's littered with your glasses.
Yeah, so we will be here all 5 days next week. So got a lot of stuff going on, too. It's going to be a busy weekend. The national championship game is Monday night.
That's right.
Yeah.
Those tickets are expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they are.
I don't know anybody who's going, and I know a lot of Hurricane fans.
Yeah. There are ways to find, you can get cheaper tickets. I got a buddy that he does a lot of the ticket stuff, and he had some tickets, and he sold them, but if you're with a school and they got booster clubs, if you go through the university, you can get them cheaper than secondhand market. Sometimes you can go through the actual Orange Bowl or the stadium itself. And so there are other ways. But yeah, I don't know that you're getting away with much less than $3,000 for this one.
Oof.
Yeah. It's going to be tough. Going to cost you a lot of money.
I just stay home and watch on my sofa.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be the best seat in the house, really.
It really is.
Yeah.
If you have your plate hooked up and it's cozy there.
I mean, when you talk about spending $3,000 for one ticket to one football game and your team is the underdog and might lose, like that's a lot.
It is, but when you go, and I've gone to, I think, 3 national championship games now. And,
wow, look at you.
It's all been because I know somebody has skin in the game and they do it. And it's typically business stuff or else they're a big booster. And so that's how I was able to go. None of it's been out of my own pocket that I've done.
And a lot of it, too, is people are paying for memories. I'll watch, just because I find it cozy, I'll watch old baseball games because people upload them up on YouTube. I'll watch an 87 Braves game, and you read the comments on the YouTube, and there's always comments of someone saying, me and my dad were at this game, and we remember when Bob Horner hit this home run. Even though the Braves lost, we had the best time ever. Yeah. And I think that's what it is. That's cool. That's the specialness of it.
It is, and that's why I would say it's worth it. If that's something that really you love, the memories I've made with my children, the memories I made with my parents, that's what got me going, was them taking me to college football games when I was younger, and baseball games, and that's how I fell in love with it. So it is great. And yeah, it is going to cost you because the demand is high if you go to some of those games. But yeah, the memories are just, unreal. But, you could argue you could make just as good of memories at an FAU game, and tickets are $5. So,
You're right.
Especially if your kids are young and they don't know the difference.
Exactly, yeah. At a certain age, yeah, when they get to be maybe 4th, 5th grade, then they kind of are aware of it. Dad, I'm not going to a freaking Owls game.
It's kind of like, it's the pizza theory I have. I feel like little kids up to a certain age, they love all types of, if it's their style of pizza, they don't get shitty pizza. It's pizza and they're jacked jacked up.
You can give them Little Caesars and they don't know the difference.
They don't give a shit, but there's an age they get to all of a sudden. Fucking Little Caesars, you shit me, Mom?
Really, Dad?
Yeah.
This is bunk.
There is an age you hit where you start to go, it's not as fun as it used to be.
But you'll see a lot of people be in town for the game. They got a lot of different activities and things that you can take advantage of. We know there's 2 free concerts Saturday, Sunday. You can go see at Lummus Park on Miami Beach. My buddy who does he's one of the big boosters at Ohio State, and he had sent me because he had tickets for the game that he sold just because Buckeyes are not into it, thanks to the Canes. And he also had tickets. He was asking me there's a private concert Sunday night that's going on at the Fillmore Miami Beach, and it starts at 8 o'clock. He's like, do you want to have my tickets? And I was like, man, I just did a concert last Sunday. I'm like, I can't.
I can't. 2 weeks in a row.
and here's the thing. He doesn't even know who's playing. I'm like, who's playing? They said it was a Grammy winning artist. I'm like, yeah, but Milli Vanilli won a Grammy. So,
Which is really fucked up.
Right. So I don't know what that really means, but that's how they're selling that. But that's an event that's not even getting promoted at all because it's a private. So that kind of lets you know that there will be so many private parties and all these kind of things are going to be happening in town and other cool things that you'll see about or hear about when we talk about it, because we'll see it. And I right now don't have any ideas, but I'm sure you'll see. I'm sure Snoop Dogg and all these kind of people are coming into town.
It'll be the concert ever.
The city will be a buzz.
Yeah, they will. Yeah, and you can always kind of just see, too, with the nightclubs. I always kind of check to see who is playing what, and you got, 50 Cent and Nelly and all these guys are going to be playing your 11s and your Live and all those places all weekend. In fact, 50 Cent is here the next 2 weekends.
I mean,
he's here all the time.
Those gigs you talk about where someone goes up, they pay them a shit ton of money, they do one song, probably with the lyrics already turned up, and they're basically just singing over their song, and then they get to sit, chill, drink whatever they want, and they get a fat paycheck.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, 50 Cent must have a place in Miami because he was at, I think it was 11 on New Year's Eve. And that's what he did. He did in the club and did like 2 other songs. That's it. I don't think they ever do more than 3. And kind of everybody goes crazy and they put a social media video out with it. And they realistically, they probably are pulling $200,000 to $250,000 if I had to guess.
See, to me, that would be a fun, cozy gig if I was an artist like that.
Yeah.
3 songs in 3 songs compared to doing like 25.
Well, you're going to do that, 3 songs at the South Florida Fair.
I thought I was slated for 5.
Yeah. Hey, who knows? If we get on there and things aren't working, it might just be the whole thing. Be like, snack pack, take it.
And here's a B-side.
You better have 10 songs ready. So we got a lot of stuff that's going to be going on. The South Florida Fair is the big thing for us this weekend. If you're not involved with the national championship, you have got all kinds of festivities. Now, to clarify, somebody's a little bit confused. Virginia will be at the fair grand opening at 11:30 a.m. Friday morning in the Ford Theater. It's the following Friday that all of KVJ will be on the Coke Florida stage at 7 p.m. for the All Ages show where you see the snack pack.
We like to make it really confusing for you. I do the fair opening every year. We go out there. All the dignitaries are there. It's a very highfalutin affair.
Yeah.
Followed by a fancy luncheon.
If you can't find Virginia tomorrow, just ask for a James Wilkes Booth. He might be able to lead you there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And congratulations to Mary. She said, my daughter is Miss South Florida Fair.
Wow. Okay. That's huge.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So hopefully we'll get to see her out there as we go.
Congratulations.
Will the Kevin Ralston have any kind of fair food that's more than just like a pussy bite?
Maybe. No, anything other than a pussy bite, no. They had an amazing avocado salad there a couple years ago I got.
Fucking avocado salad. We're talking fare, and he's bringing up avocado salad.
It's embarrassing.
Hey, where'd you find this?
Yeah, I don't put any of that stuff in my body anymore, man. Not any of it.
Your body
dude.
would shut down.
You really would. I feel it. It's like I get the flu.
You would get batter flu.
Yeah, that's it. It's always, if I get anything flu-like symptoms, it's self-inflicted. A couple other questions here. One, Jeremy want to know, are you guys coming to Broward for any live events that you know so far? I hope so. I'll let you know kind of what our strategy is. And look, we're trying a lot of stuff. We always try to go into new things that are uncomfortable and try things. And getting a live show thing going is something we've been trying to do. And we're hoping this year to get out and do more than we've done in the past to, in a sense, get in a groove. Because there's a lot of things that have got to work together for us to do the live shows. And if we can build momentum with it and have something for our salespeople and also venues to be like, oh, yeah, we want to book the same thing next year, then we'll be able to do that. And the strategy right now is what we're doing at the South Florida Fair next Friday when we're on the Coke Florida stage. It's going to be games. It's going to be a little bit more interactive. It's going to be more all ages, kind of like a KVJ Road Show. So it'll be a lot of the stuff that you see on the show doing that. But then what we want to do is maybe kind of downsize to a more intimate venue and do the after the show. And that would be for Friday happy hours and bars in different places. Yeah.
With drinking.
So that would be something where, we're just looking for really cool bars that have a stage and would have capacity for probably 200 to 300 people. And so I've got a working list of places like that we're going and trying to pitch all the way from Miami through Broward through the Treasure Coast.
We want to come to Broward.
Yeah. That's the one thing y'all need to know. We want to be down there.
Yep. So we're trying to do that. Our studios and station is in West Palm Beach, and so I might have to go sell some of it myself. It's tough to get people to drive, in this traffic and get down there. But if you know of a place and, would like to give it a shot, then definitely let us know. Put us in contact with them.
Let me know if you want my overalls again. When you had those things on, you looked like you had some fucking power.
Okay.
So if you want those, let me know.
Okay. Yeah, I might have to look into that. So, yeah, that's the strategy on that. And the game plan, we really like to have it this time next year, probably have 10 at least to 15 different dates booked where you can say, hey, and you can almost go and check like a tour and say, okay, I know when KVJ is going to be here. What kind of show are they doing? Are they doing a after the show podcast or are they doing kind of the road show thing? So
yeah,
are they
pissing in their face for this podcast, or are they gonna do some fun family games?
Right.
The one at the South Florida Fair will be fun family games.
Yes.
It'll be interactive. It'll still be goofy and silly and nutty.
Yeah.
But it won't be vulgar. Or anything you can't let your kids watch.
Yeah. But
our kids will be there. My kid will be there. So, I got to kind of keep that thing tucked in.
Hey, I'm proud we have two different levels. Hey, we can be family friendly, but also we can piss in our faces.
Yeah. Skate to Beach want to know about cocktails and karaoke. Yeah, that's one thing that we're trying to get sold as well. And that we could just do. You do need a bar where they could do karaoke that has a stage. But that's another angle that we might do. And that might be in addition to like a podcast live, or it just might be its own event, because that's what we'd always done was cocktails and karaoke all by itself. And also they said Brightline, you should get a coupon code. That's something that we have actually pitched. That was about 3 years ago we pitched that. And we've been working back and forth trying to get stuff. Brightline's been up, down. They're still trying to figure out their business model, and so we haven't got that. But that's what I ideally would love, to have a discount code where you could take the Brightline, because that makes it so easy.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, honestly, you can get to Miami. I get to Hard Rock Stadium without a lot of effort. So it does make it a lot easier to do that. We got Marie, too, that was asking a question here about some of the YouTube stuff. Now, Marie's one of those people, she likes the whole show, music, commercials, and all that stuff. So what we typically do is we stream the show live, and then that show stays live for at least 24 hours, because after that, we cannot get any ratings credit for that show. And what I had noticed was that then when I put the edited version, which Suits used to do, and we've gone back to, a lot of people like that. That has no commercials, no music. It's just straight out KVJ. And you get front loaded with the best stuff first is how we do that one. And there are people that like that. But what I was noticing when I go to YouTube on my TV, it would look like two of the exact same show. And it was kind of confusing. And I kept clicking on the wrong one. I'm like, no, I want the other one. I'm like, I figured like this is going to annoy the piss out of people. But she's saying that, I like it, and then I'll be watching it, and then a couple days later I come back and it's gone, and then there's just the other version of the show, and she wants to keep the other one up. Well, look, we're open for what you guys want the most. I made a decision in the moment saying if people were seeing two of the same show, they're probably going to get angry and frustrated and be like, what the hell show was I watching? Why do you do two of the same show? It's kind of hard to explain.
Kevin's a dick. What the fuck, man?
So,
seriously.
Yeah, I mean, if enough people want it, now what I do is it's more probably like 28 to 30 hours. I leave that original show up before I put on the edited version, and I swap them out so that if you have the view that I have, you're only going to see that show. But yeah, after a day and a half, you're only going to right now have the edited version of that show.
It is funny. Not one time in my career has anyone ever come up to me and go, I think you guys should do more commercials.
That's what I was thinking too. In fact, I even asked during the regular show, I'm like, where are people set that watch us on YouTube with the music? Because we get a lot of complaints, and music's very subjective. And look, I'm telling you, we only play massive hits. What's still gotten my attention is we still, in Morning Drive on the KVJ Show, do not play Taylor Swift's new song.
Wow.
And it's been number one forever. Now, I don't know what they put into what makes the decisions. I know it's on a corporate level with David, and so they talk about that. But whatever the standards are, do your standards have to be to get a song played on our show when Taylor Swift, her new song, Fate of Ophelia, we played it, maybe the first week it came out?
We did. We played it a little bit because I love the dance.
Yeah, gone. We haven't played it since pretty much the first week, and it's been number one for a while. So I don't know, but I asked, so where is it set for people that watch us on YouTube? And 35% still like the music, and they wanted it. If it was something where it's over 90 or it's 100%, maybe I go and be like, because, we didn't play music when we were at our first radio station in town after a while. Rating system was a little bit different. Life was a little bit different, obviously.
Yes.
But, so that's where that's set.
And Lulu in the chat room nailed it. You can't make everybody happy. It's impossible. You make even just a small little change where we think nobody would even notice. That doesn't mean diddly shit. Why did you guys change that? What the fuck? What's going on? Like, well, all it was Kevin just moved his sleeve up a little bit.
Yeah, it does. So what we try to do is where is the majority set? And if we can see that an overwhelming majority, I'm talking for me, probably 65, 70% or more, then that makes a mark. I'd be like, okay, we got to consider going with that flow. And so, I'll even put up a poll. What do you guys want? Do you guys want the regular long show with them? If you guys are really missing commercials,
if you need commercials.
Yes, if you really need the commercials.
I appreciate you guys patronizing our sponsors, too.
Please tell our sponsors.
Please. Buy their products and tell them you love us.
Yes, just don't tell our bosses because they'll add more commercials and we won't be on the air as much.
Yeah. So I'll see what the people say on that. But yeah, definitely. That's why I ask you guys to let me know if there's something that you want us to tweak or change. Some things are are out of our reach. When it comes to YouTube and some things like that, it's just, look, we don't control the platform. We can just put it up the ways that they allow us.
Well, I even said because we got kicked out 3 or 4 different times during the show today. And I said, don't worry, guys. Denny's is on the phone with Mr. YouTube. He's on hold right now. And 4 or 5 people really thought he was on the phone with Mr. YouTube. We don't have that kind of control.
There is no guy you can call in customer service that's going to pick up and be like, oh, hey, KVJ.
Yeah, call YouTube up, and I will see you in December still on hold with them.
Got a comment here. Catherine said, what if you change the order of who went first on the No Name movie game? Because Virginia, has just been on such a run. What does it take to change it up so, maybe somebody else could win? Now, Virginia going first, that's just the ladies first. We just kind of got into that groove.
When are we hiring a lady?
Yeah, good question.
How rude.
Jaybird loves going last. So that's one thing he's kind of locked in, and he loves that position. So that's why we haven't tampered with that. Now,
it's a baseball thing, too, for me.
Okay.
It's the bottom of the ninth.
Cleanup.
Yeah, well, it's the bottom of the ninth. You win it. It's a walk-off win. If I gotta go second, then I'm like, it's not baseball.
And what's the definition of insanity?
Oh, I don't need anyone to remind me I'm fucking nuts. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm quite at peace with it. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, so, we could flip Virginia in my spot, but yeah, Jaber really likes that, so we're not going to change that. And honestly, I would go first and still suck. It's just, I don't really think that's...
And I'd go first and still lose.
Yeah,
It's not...
of everything that we do, I think if we wanted to change it, we just got to get better. That's really it.
I think originally your thinking was, too, it was because I'm usually more animated with the way I give my clues.
I always wanted to wait to see how you did. Yeah, I thought it was... I think it's the right way to do it. You're the most entertaining. You're the reason why people tune in to hear that game, and to have you last, it's just what makes sense.
And gosh, I can't fucking win ever. So when I do win,
it's exciting. You're like,
exciting.
Okay.
It is.
Ewoks are singing and dancing. I know you don't get that reference. In fact, I'm sure a lot of people don't.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Ewoks sounds like some kind of new kind of shoe you can buy now. Oh, these are new Ewoks.
Oh, thank you for saving me for saying something dumber.
Like an e-credit.
No, I get it. No, the idea still sucks.
Yeah. And I asked, do you want the live version with commercials to stay up forever? 70% basically are saying no. So, yeah, that's... I know there is still 30% that do, but hey, you know what? Your incentive, if you really got to have that, just know that where we are in this mode today, where if you just want to hear nothing but commercials, we could do an all commercials podcast. That's possible. Or if you just want to listen, that might get 10 views.
How bad would that burn you up if we just did an all commercials podcast? You look at the numbers, 1.1 million views.
Why am I working so hard? I just do this every day. It's the easiest thing ever.
That would sink us into the deepest of depression.
Or I would just spin and be like, I'm going to stop working so hard. I'm just going to put together a video of 3 hours worth of commercials, and that does the best. I'm all about whatever the fans want. If that's what you want, that's what you get. Got interesting topic here from Joelle. I just saw a blurb on this before. It didn't make the show, but I thought about it. She said, not sure if you covered this yet, but Miami Channel 6 News, they reported on how one governor candidate is proposing a 50% tax on earnings for OnlyFans models in Florida. Figured that would be an interesting discussion.
Whoa.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw just a quick little clip. In fact, it might have been on 6. I check out all the Miami channels, and he was calling it a sin tax. I'm like, dude, you cannot be the fucking governor of Florida if you're proposing a sin tax, 50% on OnlyFans. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Look, it's just the way it goes.
People like titties.
And you know what you did? Well, in Florida, you got rid of what was that, Pornhub? Is that what it was? That you can't do that anymore? You got to have a VPN or something to do it?
Yeah, you have to give your information out, and I'm like, fuck that shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, whatever.
You can still access it, but you have to put in your information, and then you're on their I don't want to be on no Pornhub list.
Okay.
Well, now you're on a registry of weirdos.
Well, just X videos is free. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah, it's insane. Look, I mean, to me, if you're a person that believes in capitalism, and I do, if there's a market for it and somebody's going to pay for it, do I love it? But I realize smut sells, sex sells, and so for these girls, there was a girl that I don't even know who these people are, but apparently she's been a public figure, just turned 18, and then she was doing some video that her first day on OnlyFans, I think she made $3 million in one day.
Oh my God.
And she's like, I can't believe how much money I was making. And it's like, in a sense, good for you. It's capitalism, baby. I guess you've put together a product that people will pay that money, and if you want to be a fool, and like, it's kind of like gambling. I'm not a fan of gambling. I don't believe in it. But if you want to be a fool and throw your money out there and do whatever with it, then that's your right. That's freedom. That's what that is.
I love gambling. I love titties. I love gambling on titties. So I mean, the whole thing. To each their own.
Yeah.
But I'm also not a psychotic person that's going to mortgage my house or put my house up, for a big game.
Yeah.
I like small, little fun betting things where nobody gets too badly hurt. The worst you can lose is $20. That makes it a little bit more fun. But some of my friends, they are getting knee deep into some of this gambling shit to a point where you can't even have a conversation with them. They're locked in because, fuck, I'm going to lose my car. are. I mean, they're so in it. It's crazy,
Dude,
Virginia.
you've lost yourself. You've got to pedal it back.
And you know what happens? They usually get a big win, sucks them in, gets them all juiced up, and then they keep trying to chase that win. And I don't know.
Yeah.
The house always wins in the end. Just remember that.
And if the house doesn't win, they pick you up and kick the shit out of you and throw you out of the house because you're counting cards.
Right.
Yeah. So this guy that is going to try to run for governor of the state of Florida, and you're going to tax by 50%. That's why a lot of people are coming to Florida, because they're trying to run away from states that put taxes on them. That's insane. And it's just become what we do here. It's a big business for people, and it's a draw. And look, a lot of rich dudes, they love hot chicks. And so it really is all kind of working out. You got hot chicks in Brickell with rich dudes, and it's just kind of the way it's supposed to be. And I think most of us in South Florida know that's not really my kind of area. You know, unless you're a hot chick or a rich dude, that's really not a place where you would call home and congregate. But the fact that they can do it, I'm okay with it. I saw that Miami now has more top Instagram creators per capita than Los Angeles or New York.
Wow.
And he wants to put a tax on 50% that would discourage a lot of that. Now, I know that's Instagram and not OnlyFans, but a lot of that world's all kind of tied together. It's the influencer world, and, you know, you have something that's a little bit dirtier than others.
The only positive thing I see this going for us is that if they start doing that with OnlyFans and all that kind of stuff, I don't think fucked up toes, whichknows.net. I don't think your website's on anyone's radar. That's where you strike.
That's the problem. It's on no one's radar. Whichknowscutetoes.com. New material is posted.
That's not completely true. It is on some people's radar. And they're dudes that, well, I guess they think I'm your pimp or something. That, like, whatever they say to me, I'm going to tell you, and you're going to be, oh my gosh, I'm so wet, from Steve in Port St. Lucie. Like, oh my gosh, Virginia's tits. You got to tell her I love them. I'm like, no, I'm not telling her that.
You should tell me more. I need you to give me a little bit more compliments around here.
You actually would love that.
I actually would. Thank you, Steve in Port St. Lucie.
Oh, Denny's is putting up some of your content right now.
Oh, Denny's, thank you.
Oh, Kev, look at these dogs. She's got feet by like in the background. There's skyscrapers.
That's New York City.
Yeah. Every dude watching's hard as a rock right now.
Oh, cool. You've got those New York City street feet.
Yeah.
So sexy.
Can you imagine putting a tax on that? Come on.
You can't tax these pigs.
No.
I make a lot of jokes. I believe in this website.
Well, and the other thing that this dude, who I'm not going to bother with his name because he has no shot at winning governor, because they actually do have some credible people that are going to just wipe him right out. But, you know, what Business Insider was saying is, you know, like this influencer world or not, it is fueling tourism like crazy. And they said all the influencer partnerships, it's increasing, it's raising the levels of all boats. Tourism, retail, events, restaurants, it's all tied together. And so it's been a boom ever since this has gone on. And so you're going to do something that's going to drive the entire industry, that is raising the level of, look, Miami's just, it's like Vegas. It's like all that stuff. When I talk to people that live in Vegas, I know people do radio there. We don't go to the Strip. It's not where we hang out. That's not our thing. Yeah, we know it's here, but it's not like every day, hey, let's go to the Strip every weekend. No. You know it's there, and that's just part of what you do, and it drives your economy and your business, and it's where the tourists go. That's what South Florida is. It's freaking moron.
I'm just reading through the lines here. It sounds like the Kevin Ralston is pro titties.
About freedom. About people having their freedoms. And yeah, I mean, come on, I'm a dude. Had some people talking a bit about the sleep aid stuff. Got some health things for you to take in mind. And Chrissy had said that she took a melatonin that was giving her the craziest dreams. And she said, I didn't feel rested the slightest bit because the whole night I was fighting off an army of sheep. So she said I started taking a children's melatonin gummy instead. And those are easier, 1 milligram to 2.5. And you might need to experiment with it better, but that really kind of worked for me. So
yeah, honestly, when it comes to all that stuff, every single human is different. Whether what works for Virginia may not even come close to working for me.
You're
And
right.
That's not the first time I've heard of that fucking up somebody's dreams before, too. It just might be something in your body chemistry that doesn't agree with it.
And your body chemistry continues to change as you get older. So you can take something too for a minute and it can be fine. And then all of a sudden you'll take it and it doesn't work, or it works on some weird level and gives you like horrible nightmares. Mm-hmm. There's an unpredictability factor that comes with all that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, as we talk about this, it's really maybe just trying a little bit of everything, because I talked about my buddy gave me a pack of the Dream Water. I haven't tried it yet. I keep forgetting to. But that's just it. You got to really just try something, find it, and then get it into a routine. Rhonda uses the teas, and they do have sleepy time teas and all that. I think for me, it's just a little too much work. And so for me, everything I do has to be very efficient and quick.
I don't know if it was you that had said it or I was reading about it, and I'm very, very into sleep stuff right now because it really does fuck a lot of stuff up in my life, and I'm trying to understand it better. But I think you might have said it. If you are trying to sleep and you're sleepy but you're not going under and you're fighting and you're kind of getting frustrated, get up. Go do something, and they say go into a dim lit room, grab a physical book, not a screen. Actually get a book and start just doing some light reading. And they say, believe it or not, that trick can help more than you would think.
Okay.
So if you are, even little small things like that may help. Mm-hmm. It may not. You may have to take 9 Ambien. I don't know. I would not recommend Ambien.
No, I would not either, because that can turn on you.
But now, does Ambien work for some people well? Because I know
sure it
for
does.
me and you, it did not agree with us.
No. I couldn't fall asleep on it. I wanted to stay up. I did stay up, and I did a bunch of weird things.
I couldn't believe it. I remember writing a song for the next day's show, and then the next morning I woke up and I'm reading through it because I had to go to the station to record music back then, and it was called Bigfoot Christmas, and the first line was "Motherfucking Bigfoot loves Christmas." I'm going, what am I? What? What? I can't.
Love that.
That was the Ambien talking.
I was on Ambien one time, and I told Panda that he looked like Zach Galifianakis.
Damn.
He was so sad.
Yeah.
I didn't mean that shit. He does not look like Zach Galifianakis.
That's fucked up.
It's so fucked up.
Yeah, so that's one of those drugs me and Virginia do speak out on because we both had horrible experiences.
And blackout experiences where I don't remember whole entire hours and did all kind of weird stuff.
Yeah.
Motherfucking Bigfoot, he loves Christmas.
Kind of would like to hear that.
I kind of would like to hear that too.
All right, I'll start working on it again.
Yeah. Why don't you pop an Ambien and just see what comes to mind?
Pop it.
Right about like November's 20. Can you jam that out on the podcast?
No, but Ambien scares the shit out of me.
That would be amazing. Just to do a whole album on Ambien.
Oh my God. I think that's what Eminem was hooked on for a while. He would take Ambien and stay up on it, but he'd take it during the day,
okay.
and you can hallucinate on that shit.
Wow. Yeah, I think he's pretty clean right now.
Yeah,
right?
I think he is.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Elena said, I heard your article on the intermittent fasting. And yeah, some people did hit me on that. It was an article that basically just said calorie intake's calorie intake. It doesn't matter, in a sense, when you're doing it. And that was what the article was about. So I just sent her that. She said, look, I did practice intermittent fasting. I did lose 15 pounds. It also actually helps me with hunger cravings. I did it a couple years ago and then made the mistake of stopping and thought I lost all the weight, and calories are calories, right? Nope, I gained it all back. I went back to intermittent fasting and lost all the weight again. What I found is it actually helps with cravings. I don't want to eat as much, and when fasting, I find I only need 2 meals per day. Yeah, I think that's it. Look, I still believe in it. I still do it because I'm the same way. I don't need more than 2 meals per day. And then I like the concept, too, what I liked about, and that article didn't address it. Yeah, calories are calories, but after a certain period, your body starts kind of cleaning other things out. In fact, where I'm going is I'm getting ready to prepare I'm going to do that 3-day fast.
They say, I just watched something on that.
I think Denny's might do it. I want to kind of coordinate it, and I'm going to try it probably during the week because you need a couple days to ramp in, a couple days to ramp out, and you got to get products, beef broth or whatever it might be to kind of help you, and I'm not there
Bone
yet.
broth.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Can you mix in a little vodka?
I don't.
No, I don't think I think you're supposed to go.
And you got to
full-
go alcohol free too.
Yeah, and I have heard when people do that, it almost cleans out your spirit as well. You stay a little bit more when you come off it and you start to get back into normal life.
Yeah.
You're sharper. You're a little bit more in tune to things.
Yeah.
Now, that's according to what I was watching. I've never, I don't know.
And I will tell you one thing about getting into a fast, if you've never done it, is you kind of get some hunger pains at a certain point, but then if you kind of ignore them and have some water and be like, all right, after about 30 minutes, then you kind of get into a groove where you don't even think about eating. I'm not hungry or anything. And so a lot of times when I kind of break my fast, I'm not necessarily hungry. I'm just like, all right, well, I need to get some calories at some point. So I eat. That's why I'm kind of hopeful with maybe the 3-day fast where you just don't really think about it and you're just kind of grooving. And supposedly it goes in and even like cancer cells and things like that, your body's supposed to gobble up that stuff, which is why I want to do it.
I've heard that.
I've done that a few times in my life where I've done a 3-day fast. And I didn't eat anything and I just drank water. And you're so right what you're saying. I mean, all that stuff starts to happen.
It's weird.
It is weird.
So,
you may get hungry, but then there's a point of it's almost like your body goes into survival mode and say you're good. There's no food. You'll be all right.
Right. You're all right. I mean, you can go a lot longer without food than what you think. And that's the realization I had was most humans consume a lot more calories than they actually need. They consume what we thought we've been conditioned to eat, and they've conditioned us our entire lives to eat too much food.
Just don't watch the Food Network when you are doing a fast. That's like when you're not, never mind. That was going to be a weird analogy.
Don't go through menopause either, because that will make you want to eat every snack, every cookie, every bullshit treat that you've never craved in your life.
I wonder if I can make you a menopause cookie. A cookie that when you crave it while you're having your menopause, ailments and, symptoms, if there's a cookie that's not too bad, but it also makes you feel good because you're having menopause.
Oh, your cookie definitely has weed in it.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm not eating your cookie. I'm going to trip balls for 3 days.
I think I just described a weed cookie.
You did. And I was buying into it in the beginning, and I was like, wait a minute.
Yes.
Don't eat that cookie.
But you got to call it the menopause cookie. I think that's what gets people in. Like, oh, I'll try the menopause cookie.
It's very dry.
Very dry.
The menopause cookie. You never know what you're going to get either from it. It changes its recipe on you.
Oh, yeah. Extra dryness you can get.
Extra dry.
Mm-hmm. And Vicky, she had said, readers, LASIK has been around for 15 years. She said LASIK has been able to correct vision for near and far sight for a very long time. My mom had it done 15 years ago in 2009.
Me too.
They do one eye for far and one eye for near. This is not new at all.
P.S. You guys are stupid as fuck.
Yeah, so I don't know what that's all about.
I don't want to have two different eyes looking for two different things. That would throw me off so hard.
Oh, I would love to have two different eyes. There's a picture. It's got two different color eyes.
Like a brown eye and a blue eye.
He looks like a fucking badass on the mound.
He does. Max Scherzer?
Yes. He's an animal.
He lives in Jupiter.
Yeah, he's an animal. And just when he's he's the guy we told you
Mad
about
Max.
when the coach walks out to tell him, we're thinking about taking you. Get the fuck out of here. I'm pitching still. Do not come out here. I'm still pitching. He'll tell the manager to go back to the dugout.
I love that spicy spirit.
And most managers do go back to the dugout.
They're like, uh-oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a cool dude. Also, Kathy said, you guys were talking about the computer keyboard versus the smartphone and why they have on the smartphone 1, 2, 3 numbers across the top, but on the computer keyboard, on the number pad, it's 7, 8, 9 at the top. And she said it's because it was invented before we had cell phones. It copies the calculator keypad. Actually, it's cell phones that should have copied them both. Cell phones did it differently. Maybe they should have put the 7, 8, 9 at top. But I'm a big fan. I kind of like the 1, 2, 3. I like the cell phone better. It makes more sense to me. The fact that 7, 8, 9's at the top, and maybe it has to do with accounting, and maybe people that deal with the numbers, they love the 1, 2, 3, and then the 7, 8, 9 across the top. But
I don't like the calculator either.
right,
So how about that?
yeah,
But you do like writing words on the calculator with numbers, hell and boobs.
right.
That was always the fun thing about calculators.
You can always get maturity from us.
Yeah.
And Bobby from Fort Lauderdale talked about what a wonderful time he had at the Boca Seafood last Saturday. Said Jay Bird and Virginia were kind enough to stop for a picture. And our son even got to give Jay Bird a mini 3D printed Bigfoot.
Which I have in my Bigfoot section, by the way.
They were so sweet. We met so many fun KVJ Nationers at that thing. Abby was out there. Jill, the Weed Witch, was out there.
Yeah, I think we had more Nationers out there this year because
They wanted to hear you do British.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. They were digging it.
I don't know about that.
It's hard to do British.
For an hour when you're not British, it sure is. And know nothing about cooking? Yep.
Challenge.
I was having to catch myself because I'm standing next to him and he's doing British, and then I start to do British, and I'm like, oh wait, you're not British, bitch. You're regular.
Well,
it made it really tricky.
What sucked was I was going to be Cy Dobbins, but Cy Dobbins is too much of a dick. He's dicky British, and he's more like he's always critiquing.
He would always get in fights with suits.
Yo, he hated suits. Cy Dobbins is too mean, so I didn't want to say I was Cy Dobbins.
So now you have two British alter egos?
I was Figsy.
Figsy.
But when you
Figsy.
said, she asked me, I went blank. She goes, and then what's your name? And I go, oh, I forgot my name was Figsy. Again. Oh, we're not going to talk about that right now.
What?
And it made no sense. And everyone's like, what the fuck is this guy on?
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? I thought you were supposed to be Figsy. And then I thought I fucked it up. I'm like, oh my God, I wasn't supposed to ask him.
And I was stoned.
Gosh, I'm so sorry I missed this train wreck.
I was stone cold sober. Not a drop of alcohol.
Maybe that's the problem, Figsy.
Maybe.
Figsy needs to get a little bit of hooch. Just a little bit.
If Kevin was there, he would have threw the towel in. He would have said, "All right, guys, let's give him a break." I thought one of the chefs wanted to fight me at one point. No, I'm kidding. I'm totally being joking. No, just because you're trying to entertain the audience and they're cooking, so you don't know should you be saying something. You don't want to get in their way because they're trying to win a competition.
The way I was looking at it in my head, yes, I think the chef probably thought we were both a little annoying.
Yeah,
because we kept asking them questions, but I'm not here for them. I'm here for the audience, and the audience was loving it. Figsy was delivering, so guess what? We're not shutting Figsy the fuck down.
Gosh, I think I have to be Figsy again next year, Kev.
Every year.
And I think I have
They
to do
invite you back.
And I think I'm going to chili cook-off again this year.
Oh, the Milli Vanilli cooking team is coming back. Shit.
Wow. That's 2 Milli Vanilli references in one show.
Milli Vanilli chili.
I think in the same podcast, like the actual part. You're right.
Yeah. Who else is talking about Milli Vanilli?
You did. You brought them up earlier because they're Grammy nominated, which is such a fun joke.
If you really break down that whole story, that's kind of an insane story.
It is. Absolutely. One of the craziest out there.
The fact that they got away with it for so long.
Well, and the fact that if they did it today, nobody'd be shocked and probably nobody'd care.
You're right.
Oh, how times have changed. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for locking in today. Back for one more show tomorrow to launch the South Florida Fair. All kinds of fun stuff. We got a buttload of South Florida Fair tickets that we're going to be blowing out tomorrow on the show. 5 4-packs.
I love it.
It is fair all day long on KVJ tomorrow. Hope you'll be here for it. We'll talk to you then.